If God remember you, if the same God that favored those people favor you, that very thing you thought that is impossible in your life, you will say, oh, so this thing can happen. Are you following? Are you here? Yes. That is what Jesus wants us to do. Jesus said in the book of Mark, chapter 11, from verse 23, that whatsoever you ask from the Lord, whatsoever you ask. Can you give us that place? Mark 11, verse 23. Before this, something happened. Bible says Jesus was passing by. He saw a fig tree, very, very greenish, and he thought he would find fruit on that very tree. But coming to the tree, there was no single fruit on the tree. It was like disappointment. But Jesus said, from today, nobody will eat of thee. Nobody will eat of thee. He laid a curse on the tree. Bible says the next day, as they were passing by, they noticed that that very tree Jesus cursed yesterday have withered. Are you hearing me? Some of your problems are no more right now. Are you hearing me? But you may not have seen the sign. But as long as God has spoken a word, the same way Jesus spoke to the tree, when he spoke to that very tree, there was no sign that the tree is dying. The leaves were still green. Are you following? The leaves were still what? Green. If that very tree have flowers, the flowers are still fresh. Are you following? Nobody knows that something have happened spiritually. That's why Jesus said we should believe. When you pray and you look at that very problem you are praying for, and the problem is still bouncing. Are you here? The problem is still making noise. You will die. Sickness will kill you. That problem is making noise. You will not make it. You are a failure. You are poor. You know, when you are looking at your problem, Satan will be speaking to you. Are you hearing me? Are you following? If you are concentrating on your problems, you will become depressed. Why? Because Satan will be speaking to you. Negative words. Negative words. The problem is still there. It is not going. This prayer is just a waste of time. Are you following? But if you can focus only on what God said, Jesus says, ask, you shall what? Ask, you shall what? Receive. Seek, you shall what? Find. Knock, and the door shall be what?